So I'm literally just gonna put this out straight. As you guys probably don't know, I haven't done a crime video, never done a crime video on my YouTube channel before, so I'm hoping to do one today. So I just previously watched a documentary that has been going on for decades, since 1984 to, I say, 2013, since the person died. So this is a documentary that is about a killer who originally was called the Night Killer. Most of you who know who it is, and most of you know about the story and stuff like that, but most people don't know about the background of how he became a killer. So I literally, not joking, literally wrote a hell lot of documents, stuff like that, that I want to show you, and read about his upbringing and his past, and tell you everything about how he became a killer, basically. So everyone knows his name, Richard Remarez. So everyone has heard of him through the years, and he was born in California, in LA. So a lot of people know about this anyway. So I'm gonna go through the childhood of what he went through, and how he became a killer, and how he died, and what he died of, and stuff like that, because most people don't know anything about him whatsoever. So I'm gonna go through that with you. Richard Remarez was born on 29th of February in the year of 1960. So during that time, he was born obviously in that time, so I don't get how he became a killer, but this is his really bad past, and I just read it all, and it's so horrifying of what he said and his upbringing and his past and everything. So Remarez had a rough upbringing, that he was abused himself, and that his father once tied him up to a cervix as a punishment. So technically his father was pretty much a madman, who possibly was drunk or really bad. So he had a rough upbringing as a child, but he was one of 5 children to parents. I can't say the names because it's hard for me to say, but I think I'm going to try and say the words anyway. Mercedes and Julian Remarez. Okay, so he had 4 other siblings called Robert, Ruth, Joseph and Reuben Remarez. So obviously he, I think, got along with his siblings most of the time anyway, but it was reported that the children were born with a birth defects, which is due to the mother being exposed to chemical fumes at work in a boot factory whilst pregnant. This is what I found on the internet. I'm going to put it into this video anyway. So technically the mother was pregnant and also had really bad chemical fumes going into her in the boot factory that she was working with. The biography Richard started experimenting is epileptic fits. I can't say that word, but you know what I mean. So in his early childhood, so basically he had epilepsy fits all the time, and he was really young at the time getting them. So, but it caused multiple head injuries, so that was also terrible. When he was 2, he had a dresser fell on his head and at 5 he was knocked out by a swing. So technically he was really, like, let's just say clumsy, because children at that age is always clumsy. I mean, I know, because I've got a brother, so that makes it all equal. But there's a book about the Night Stalker. Author Philip Carlo claims Richard's dad was violent towards the children. He and himself had been beaten as a child by both his father and grandfather. I don't know. It's literally mad of how, like, what he's going through right now is just so bad and so mad of how people are going through like this. It's really, really hard and really, really horrible. Despite vowing not to treat his 5 children the same way, things did turn violent if the children got into trouble. So even if he went to school and he got in trouble by, let's say, a teacher, and he comes home, teacher rings up, he would get badly beaten just because he misbehaved in school. I mean, and then he goes back to school and be like with a black eye or something, and teachers are really worried about him. I mean, if that was my kid, if I had kids, and if my children got, like, into, like, I don't know, in a fight or something at school, I won't go abusing them even more when they've already been hurt. I'll just say, I'll literally calm them down and, like, talk. That's what I would do. I'm that person. So if someone's, like, ever been in a fight or anything, I will literally be, like, the one who tries to fix things and tries to get things straight into the bottom. So yeah, that's mad. So, for example, Richard's brother, Ruben, was arrested for stealing a car and developing a glue sniffing habit. Okay. His other brother, Robert, also developed a drug problem. According to Carlo's book, The Night Stalker, The Life of Crimes, and Richard Remarez, Richard was scared of his father. Don't blame him. I literally don't blame him. Who would be scared of his father? Like, they're abusing him 24/7. It's mad. It's just really mad. I feel bad for him, to be honest, of his upbringing. To be honest. Even though he's dead and he's committed these crimes. Okay, so it says, also when he was 13, Remarez also witnessed Miguel shoot his wife in the face. Mike was given a 4-year prison sentence and found not guilty on grounds of insanity. Remarez was convicted in 1989 of 13 counts of murder, 5 attempted murders, 11 sexual assaults, and 14 burglaries. Wow. That's because I think that's because of his mental health at the time. Even the mental health back in that day wasn't a big thing, it wasn't a major thing, but it was in the 1980s. It was big, and it was really bad for, like, the mental health of the way that he was brought up and how he did these murders and committed these murders. It's just, it makes me think that why. Yes, he committed these murders because he's angry. He's angry and he's frustrated. He wants to let it all out. But by doing that, he's doing these murders and committing things that are illegal and doing things that he shouldn't be doing. But he's angry at the same time. He wants to get that anger out. I get what it means by getting the anger out, but there's no need to do murders and crimes that are really bad and illegal. It's just, it's mad. And he's also wanted to be the most dangerous killer out there to see. However, when he was found by members of the public, when he was running to get away, because he saw cops and he knew what cops looked like undressed, but he didn't know he was for him. So if you watch the documentary, you will see that, I think it's in the 4th episode if you watch it, which I have, you will see that he did try and get away from the cops because he didn't know it was for him, but he ran away. So the cops obviously found him. Members of the public saw him running, and the members of the public chased him because he saw his face in the news and in the papers. He knew what his self looked like in the papers, and it's out there. I've got photos and evidence literally on the screen. It's really, really bad and terrible, but then again, he did commit these crimes, and he was wanted, so, by other people, and other people were mad at him because of it. But he was then found guilty 4 to 5 times in court. Many times over the years. He went to court over and over again, and he was guilty, 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 and the words guilty to the police, they were relieved that they found him, and they're relieved that these crimes now that have been committed, they are now gone. But obviously family members that had died, they were disgraceful and horrifying to see. I'm not going to put any photos because it might just distract viewers, but it was really disgusting. But yeah, excuse me. He then got pulled a life sentence and a killing penalty, so he will get killed during a life in prison. So he has a life sentence and a penalty that is very, like, a killing penalty, a dead penalty. However, he died with natural causes in a hospital, and he got put in the cell on the 7th of June 2013. So he died in the cell, well, in hospital, but he got referred into the hospital out of his cell in 2013 on June 7th. So, but the thing is, this, when you listen to the documentary, it doesn't say his last words. I think it does say his last words, but I don't know. But his last words were very strange and weird. I don't know, but one of his was, "Big deal, death comes with territory, see you in Disneyland." And then his last and final words that he said, "Even psychopaths have emotions, then again, maybe not." That just creeps you out. That literally just creeps you out. But it's mad. So you can watch the full documentary, the 4 episodes, on Netflix, and it's called The Night Killer. You will find it. It is on there. It's a really good series to watch. There's, I think, 4 episodes to watch. 50 minutes I think there are. So it tells you how the full stories of how he was put in prison, the killings, the murders that he committed, the people that he basically killed. All that is literally in it, and it has been documented really well. I think there's a film out about him, but you should go and watch it if you want to know more, or if you didn't know about the crime. Yeah, that is all I'm going to say, and thanks for watching this video. Can you like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.